It is in these moments that having boys, sometimes it makes you scratch your head. Being a former little boy and sometimes still being a little boy myself, I get it. You know, the male mind is a very curious thing. We're not complex creatures, but we could do some dumb stuff that makes absolutely no sense. It's just one of those moments you look at and there's just no answer. It's just a boy doing a boy thing. But hey, it's part of the adventure.
We are the Rhodes Rules Family, and these are our travel adventures. We invite you along with us to explore our amazing world, discover your own passions, and inspire your own dreams of travel and discovery. Along the way, we will share tons of information to help you plan and prepare for your own adventures. And always remember, life is a journey. You hold your map. Let's go wonder.
We are in the Point Reyes National Seashore area. This place is pretty spectacular. There's an area way over here behind us on the other side of the peninsula that is on fire. I think about 5,000 acres have burned. We were told that it's about 97% contained. However,
a lot of the park is closed.
Yeah, a ton of the park is closed.
We just tried to go, and the roads are closed. Yeah. And
so we found a hike, and it's along the shore. We could have walked down on the beach, way down there. It's probably, I don't know, 500 feet or so down. We could have walked there. It would have probably been a lot easier. But hey, who wants easier, right? We wanted some good vantage points. There is a road that runs about 15 miles, something like that, from right up here all the way to that point that you can see right over there. And on the other side of that point, there are supposed to be sea lions. Now, if we're going to hike that... Elephant seals, sorry. Elephant seals. So if we were going to hike all the way over there, I just don't think we could do that. We just don't have that in us yet. So we were going to drive, and it was going to be a 0.2 mile hike. Yeah. But the road was closed.
Kind of a bummer. Make the best of it.
You got to roll with it, find something else to do, hit the alternative. We'll see what else we can get into. We are up on the cliff, and we are just waiting for the fog to come in. Can't even see what we were just looking at 5 minutes ago. Spectacular. We pulled over on the side of Highway 1 in between Olema, where our campground is, and coming into or headed towards San Francisco. A little lagoon here. And right behind me on that little island are our first sea lion seals. I have no idea what the difference is. We've got to do a little marine biology research because we do not know our marine animals very well. It's just a pretty cool spot along Highway 1. There are absolutely thousands of shorebirds out here. So Levi, beyond our comprehension, decides that he's going to cut through instead of the trail. Now I'm going to show you the trail. There's the trail, nice and clear, no tripping hazards. Levi decides to go through the mud drainage ditch. I don't know what the heck that is. And now look at him. You can see his slide right there. It looks like a seal slide. It's a Levi slide. And that's covered with mud, and we were headed to the big city of San Francisco. Now we look like we've got a little redneck boy who's been playing in the mud. So we got to go back and let Levi scrape the very stinky mud off of himself. It is in these moments that having boys, it makes you scratch your head. The male mind is a very curious thing. We're not complex creatures, but we can do some dumb stuff that makes absolutely no sense. You cannot ask why these things happen. You just have to accept them as part of life. Poor mom, she's the one that really has to deal with these things. It's just one of those moments you look at and there's just no answer. It's just a boy doing a boy thing and fell in the mud. And now, that's completely alter our plans. But hey, it's part of the adventure. That's nasty. I'm gonna give you a closer look at this nastiness.
I look like a seagull now. I'm gray.
So that's not just mud. It is very, I don't know, I'd call it very organic. Levi basically fell in seal and seagull poop. And it is foul. So in a random twist of fate, for whatever reason, I don't know, I think it was the other day when we were in the rainforest and we were expecting rain, Caleb had the foresight to pack some extra clothes. And then forgot to unpack them. Levi is very fortunate. He has an extra set of clothes that he can put on. We've got some baby wipes.
Never leave home without baby wipes.
I mean, you don't anticipate having to like bathe with them, you know.
Years since we've had babies.
Oh yeah, we started 20 years ago having babies, and I don't think we've ever been without baby wipes since. Those things are the best thing ever invented, and this is a textbook case of wine.
Downtown San Francisco, and we got to stop by the Full House house. So if you want to go, it's 1709 Broderick Street. You wouldn't recognize it. I had to look it up. Now we're fixing to drive the Lombard famous Crooked Street.
I am not a fan of driving in the big city. I've done it many times. I've driven in LA, Atlanta, New Orleans. I mean, I've driven in almost every major city, but I don't like it. It is not fun.
But these are some cool streets. These are some super steep hills. I don't know if you can see them on video, but they are steep. Lombard Street is famous for this steep one-block section with 8 hairpin turns. This section, claimed as the crookedest street in the world, is a major tourist attraction, receiving around 2 million visitors per year. So we are totally being the tourists.
we are being epic tourists right now.
Full house, check. Lombard Street, check. I think Chinatown is next.
Chinatown, because
It's summertime.
it's summertime and the guys love Chinese food.
Love it.
And when I say we love Chinese food, we like Chinese buffets. It's not even legit Chinese food necessarily. She hates them. But we're going to go to Chinatown, and hopefully the boys... There may, I don't know if there's a buffet or not, but hopefully the boys are going to get some legit Chinese food. And we're going to really see if they like Chinese food, or if they like the Americanized version of Chinese buffet food. We'll see which one they like.
And I'll probably get chicken fried rice.
Chinatown in San Francisco. We have been touristing today, which we're tourists, so we got to do some touristy things from time to time. Anyway, we did a couple of things today, and then obviously we came down here to Chinatown to grab some bite to eat. I mean, we ordered stuff. We had no idea really what we were ordering. A couple of things were familiar. All around, I think it was good. I think we probably would do something a little bit different next time as far as what we would order. But I think it was good. Mom,
I'm not a Chinese food fan.
She's not an adventurous food fan. I mean,
and Chinese is just not my favorite.
No, it's not. She doesn't like the flavor profile.
So
she likes Japanese
chicken and rice. I kept it simple.
Yeah. But this restaurant was incredible. We're out here on the street in Chinatown. The experience made it pretty cool.
It's the place you got to come when you come to San Francisco.
Yep. We've got like an hour, probably maybe an hour and a half drive back to our campground. We're about to head home, so we'll check you guys later.
Bye.
getting the tripod set up for our telescope.
Everywhere we have been, Yellowstone Glacier, the Grand Tetons, we've seen folks with these types of scopes. We got on Amazon and ordered us one, and today is our first time to use it. We stopped at the same spot we stopped at yesterday, where some little seals are out there. I don't know if you can see them, but anyway, there's a little pod of seals out there sunbathing, I guess, and Jeff's trying to focus our scope.
The shallow waters and shoreline of Bolinas Bay change dramatically with the ebb and flow of the tide. Birders are often attracted to this area by the wide array of resident and migratory bird species.
Among the lagoon's visitors are often hundreds of harbor seals, which are the most common seals found globally. With good binoculars or spotting scope, motorists can stop along Highway 1 to capture enchanting views of these large, entertaining sea mammals.
Muir Woods, named after famed naturalist John Muir, is a United States national monument. Since 1908, it has protected 554 acres, of which 240 acres are one of only a few old-growth Coast Redwood stands in the San Francisco Bay Area. This park receives close to 1 million pedestrian visitors each year, causing the park system to implement a highly limited reservation-only parking system. Meandering through these ancient giants offers a deep and lasting connection to a long-forgotten prehistoric era.
Got through with a very easy walk. I wouldn't even call it a hike. Most of it was boardwalk.
And asphalt.
Yeah, asphalt. Very easy.
A good little walk through Muir Woods National Monument. We got our first stamp in the western section of our passport. The hike, walk, whatever you want to call it. We started right at the entrance and did the Redwood Creek Trail and kind of made a loop around and went up to that's the Redwood Creek Trail.
We went to here
and did the hillside trail on the way back.
Yeah.
We walked a little over 2 miles, and most of it's even wheelchair accessible.
Oh yeah.
And if you have a baby with the stroller,
a lot of it is wheelchair accessible.
Beautiful views.
COVID has everything a little bit weird. You park about a quarter of a mile down the road, and normally there's a shuttle service that would bring you to the front entrance, but there's shuttle services closed down.
And one thing that you do need to know before you go, we just happened to see a sign last night about Muir Woods, is that you need a parking reservation.
Yeah.
So you have to get online.
It doesn't cost anything, does it?
Yeah, it was $8.50.
Oh, it was $8.50.
Yeah, for a regular size vehicle, it's $8.50.
Yeah.
And you just get online and pick a time slot when you think you're going to arrive.
Yeah, you get a 30-minute window.
Yeah, and they're going to park.
But don't forget to do that, because if you don't have a parking time slot, I don't think you get to come in.
We enjoyed our afternoon.
Yep.
It was easy afternoon.
We're going to go back and hang out at the camp now.
Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our Rhodes Rules channel. And always remember, life is a journey. You hold your map.